Before you get to a certain level, you must first be initiated. The initiation, rite of passage. A lot of you right now, you're on the right path. You're on a path of healing. Okay, you're on the path of breaking generational curses, right? So when it comes to these things, initiation is basically preparing you for what's on the other side, what God has for you. A lot of times what God has for us, we are not prepared for it mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and all these things. So when we go through initiation, we are being prepared for God's blessings. We're being prepared for milk and honey. We're being prepared for abundance, prosperity. Because if God just gives us what we ask for without preparing us mentally, physically, and emotionally, then we can fumble it. So a lot of you right now a lot of you could be going through this initiation stage, or you've been through this initiation stage, and the message is you're about to step through the threshold. You're about to step into your milk and honey. You're about to step into a sacred new beginning, okay? Where you're going to be able to finally see the fruits of your labor. So it looks like a lot of you could have been on this initiation journey for a long time. Things could have been, you had to go through a lot of ups and downs and disappointments and setbacks and delays, but these were for some of you, God and your ancestors were teaching you patience and durability, resilience, and things like that. Not giving up, not throwing in the towel and things like that. Because even when you step through this threshold, also what I'm hearing them say, even when you get to the land of milk and honey, there's still gonna be tests that comes along this path as well. It's a never ending thing. Okay, so what I'm picking up is like, they don't want you to feel like, oh, after I step through this threshold, no more tests. You lie. It is going to be some tests. It's still going to be some things, because there's always room for growth, and there's always leveling up happening. There's always a new step for you to climb. Okay, so yeah, crossing the threshold. Things could have been a lot hard. Things could be seeming like it's not happening the way you want it to happen right now. But baby, on the spiritual level, all is well. Some of you need to know that. A lot of you have been doing a lot of spiritual work, healing, or whatever the case may be. And right now, as above, so below. So whatever's going on right now in the spiritual, it's all good. It's just like divine timing. Some of you probably tired of hearing that, but in the spiritual realm, there is no such thing as time. So we want something to happen like right now. If I wish I could have, if something can happen for y'all right now, you've been praying for, if it could happen right now, you will literally be like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. But sometimes the test is patience, testing your patience, testing your resilience, testing to see if do you believe in. Do you trust God? Do you have enough faith to say, okay, it may not be happening the way on a timely manner where I want it to happen, but God is always on time. My ancestors are on time. My spirit guide is always on time. I'm going to trust them, right? So trust the process. Thank you, Spirit. Trust the process for some of you right now. Okay, some of you have been trusting the process, but some of you need to continue to trust the process. It's not gonna happen overnight. Okay, but try to be present. Be present in this moment. Be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Don't think too much deep into the future and asking yourself, when is this gonna happen? Oh, this and that. It's okay to be excited. It's okay to be anxious, but when you find yourself being anxious, and if you find yourself getting irritated because you really want something right now and it seems like it's unobtainable, just remember that everything is obtainable, but everything is obtainable, right? And even if you feel like it's not obtainable, it's a part of you that's like anxious. That's just a part of you. That's God asking you to surrender to the now. Okay, that's your spirit guides asking you to surrender to the now. Okay, enjoy your initiation process, because there's going to be a time where you are not experiencing these things, and you're going to be able to look back, and that's going to be your testimony. So you're being tested. You cannot have a testimony without being tested. Be clocking that? Are we clocking that? Ashe. My nail broke too. Yeah, I don't care. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light to fit in? It's pretty much significant. A lot of you are gifted. You have a lot of spiritual gift. You have a lot of wisdom. You're unique. You may stand out. You may dress a little different, talk a little different. You know, you shine, whether you want to shine or not. But sometimes I feel like a lot of you may like to play it cool and stay in the background, or like to just be quiet. You know, you like to be seen and not heard, or maybe not seen at all. Okay, it's time for you to stop dimming your light and become who you're supposed to become. A lot of you could be in the closet about your spirituality, be in the closet about your gifts. Okay. And right now your spirit guides are asking for you to step out of that closet and be who you're called to be. And if you are afraid, just know that fear is not connected to God. So if you're afraid of what people may think, that's the enemy operating in your mind. So I'm gonna need you to rebuke that. I want you to understand this too. If you begin to be who you are meant to be and be yourself, you're going to be able to attract the people that is meant for you, that's meant to experience you. But if you continue to dim your light and pretend and wear a mask, then you're going to continue to attract people in that frequency. You all have to allow yourself. The only way you're going to attract the people that is in alignment with you is if you start to be you. You start to be yourself. If you're pretending to be somebody else, you're going to attract people in the same frequency, in the same alignment as you are. That makes sense? So don't dim your light. How are you dimming your light? Look at that's the question. That's the homework you have. If you have a journal and you're watching this, write this down. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Are you you know, how can I say this the way that they're showing it to me? Are you agreeing to things that you no longer resonate with? Are you still going places where you no longer resonate with? Are you still talking to people that you no longer resonate with? You know, if you're having a conversation with someone and something that they say don't resonate with you, but you just not smile and wave and nod your head because you're not trying to be the outcast or you're not trying to be weird, are you doing that? You're very you have a lot of opinions, but you keep them to yourself because you don't want to start no, you don't want to make nobody feel bad, or you don't want to make nobody feel like you know it all. That type of vibe. So don't dim to fit in, baby. Be yourself. Stand out. Okay, if somebody's saying something that you don't resonate, be like, I don't resonate with that. I don't think that's true. I feel like this. If you have a perspective that you feel like that's your perspective, then speak it. But don't take other people's perspective because you're like, okay, let me just be quiet and stay in the back right here. Yeah, that's true, girl. But in your mind, you're like, hell nah. You are literally like, that's not good. You're not being real with yourself. Okay, that's like taking away your voice, taking away your power. You understand? We clocking that? Okay, baby. Period. So please, no more dimming your light. That's how. Don't make agreement with anything that you don't agree with. If somebody says something and you don't agree with it, don't just agree with it just to make this just to be a peacemaker or not to ruffle nobody's feathers. A lot of you're meant to ruffle feathers. That's a part of your purpose. You're like a room shaker. You know, you're a catalyst. You hold a lot of wisdom and a lot of deep insight. And sometimes the things that the thoughts that's in your head is really God that's speaking through you, and you're just supposed to be saying certain things, but you don't want to say it because I don't want this person to feel like I'm crazy, or I don't want nobody to think. So we're gonna have to work on not caring about what other people think about you. Because if you're living for people, then you're never gonna be happy. Because people are gonna talk about you when you're up, people are gonna talk about when you're down. So you might as well live your fucking life. Let's get into another message. Okay. Yeah, don't bind. They still talking to me. Don't bind yourself to nobody else's perspective. If you no longer resonate with that perspective no more, and maybe you did resonate with it at once upon a time, but you don't know more, it's okay. You're evolving. That's what we're meant to do, evolve. We're not meant to stay the same. So people may look at you differently if you're evolving. Oh, this person talk like this now. They say this now. They're on that type of time. And now, yeah. Hell yeah. I changed. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. I'm not supposed to stay the same. You want me to be this? You want me to still be the 18-year-old person you know? You want me to still be the 18-year-old guy you knew? Listen, a lot of us are in our 30s, 40s, 20s, 25s. We're not teenagers no more. There comes a time where we must change. We must evolve. We cannot stay the same forever. So if the people around you is falling off because you're changing, you elevating, and you raising your vibrations and you're raising your consciousness, then guess what? That's just because you are moving forward and they are staying backwards. Eventually they will get to that point in their life where they say, okay, I want to change too. And then they will understand why things went the way it did with you, because they're going to experience for themselves. You really can't. People have to go through their own experience to learn. You understand? Right? So no, don't pass no judgment or anything like that. Continue to be you. Continue to heal you. Continue to elevate. Continue to nurture your gifts and nurture yourself, and be the leader. And lead so people will follow. You don't have to. You could lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it, gang. They're homies. Yeah. You got clarity here. Okay. And we have altar of water, love overflowing. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, so altar of air, clarity. This is also the Ace of Swords in this deck as well. So in tarot, the Ace of Swords is breakthrough, clarity, truth. But I'm picking up heavily on breakthrough, okay? I feel like somebody ancestors want them to know that is that masculine energy? I feel like somebody's about to get clarity on like a relationship or connection, or there's some type of like communication that's going to be coming through to you from someone. So a message could be coming through to you. Somebody may want to communicate with you. You will be hearing from somebody soon. Yeah, this definitely has to do with love, because we have love overflowing here, Oshun. Okay, yeah. So this is definitely for love for some of you. Take it how it resonates. Okay, for some of you, it's not just love. For some of you, you're going to get in like a financial breakthrough, things that you've been manifesting and working towards, a home, a car, whatever this is here, you are going to see your manifestations in the physical here. A lot of you have been manifesting like crazy, maybe writing things down, maybe speaking positively over your life. There's butterflies here on this card too. So butterflies are very significant. Butterflies represents transformation, new beginnings. Yeah, there's some new beginnings coming in love, in abundance, in prosperity, and in spirituality here. Okay, I feel like somebody ancestors, somebody cup is about to be overflowing. And the way I'm looking at this is Oshun as well. You see how the water is dripping? I feel like somebody's about to be very, very happy here. Ugh. Oh my God, I gotta ring the bell. I love that. Let me do a little shabazz real quick. What the fuck is Shabazz? Girl, I just be saying shit. Oh, wow. Anyways. Okay, that could be very significant. Somebody miss your goofy side, okay? For some of you, you could have made this person really laugh. Somebody just really misses your energy. Okay, I feel like you two could have been in separation. This is soulmate twin flame vibe. Okay, I just heard a bird chirping. I don't know if y'all just heard that, but maybe if I watch it back out here, I probably might hear it because I do got some frequencies playing in the back with me. But I'm picking up that somebody definitely misses somebody's smile. They just miss spending time with you. That's what I'm picking up. I just heard, come through, girl, you know we got things to do. Girl, you know we got things to do, so get your ass in the car, come through. So I'm seeing that as well. Okay, somebody definitely misses somebody's energy, miss being around you, you know, that type of vibe. Let's get some more, and then we're gonna close out. We're gonna close out with this last two, Holy Spirit and ancestors. We're gonna close out with these last two. I'm getting ready to see something that I've never seen. Ooh. The trickster. Am I taking that in the upright? Okay. The trickster, egos and exes. A lot of you could be getting some a message from an ex. Okay. Somebody that you cut off. Okay, a Scorpio could be significant or whatever. Or somebody could be operating in trickster energy, trickster spirit energy as well for some of you. Okay, let's check this out. Somebody ancestors is trying to get their attention, but it seems like somebody is caught up in a situation or a person or their ego. Give me a second. Okay. The way I feel in this energy, I feel like somebody ancestors is irritated at them. Because I feel like someone is being naive to a situation, or like a relationship or a connection or a friendship. I take it how it resonates here. Okay, the trickster is here. I feel like somebody is around. Somebody could be in this trickster energy. Okay, in this card in the pamphlet it says, if somebody tells you the sky is blue, check. So I feel like you can be, somebody is trusting in somebody that they're not supposed to trust in. Somebody is definitely wearing a mask here. Okay. And I feel like somebody could be definitely help me out, y'all. Give me one more second. Okay, someone is being manipulated. Excuse me, the background. Hold on. Someone is being manipulated, and their ancestors want them to know that. I'm like so annoyed in this energy, but I feel as though that as the ancestors, they could be very annoyed with someone right now because someone is not listening or they're ignoring their guidance. It's like their intuition is screaming at them, but they're so like disconnected and out of touch with reality right now that they cannot receive the guidance that they need right now, or they're not believing the guidance. They're ignoring it, or they're being oblivious, or they just don't want to accept the truth. So I do see someone receiving clarity here. some type of truth coming out about a person. I feel like somebody needs to accept this truth. Somebody doesn't want to accept the truth about this person. A Scorpio may be significant with this moon card sitting in front of me. Trials and tribulations here. I feel like somebody's definitely going to be the cause of some setbacks in your life right now. I feel like somebody continues to tell themselves everything is going to be okay, I feel like somebody has convinced themselves that somebody is going to change or something is going to be better, whatever the case may be. But it's not true. This person had a chance to get it right, but they didn't. They didn't. There's going to be a lot of things that come to the light about this person, and somebody is going to be so disappointed. You know what I'm saying? This energy is pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm in the energy and it's like annoying me. Somebody ancestors is like, bro, are you stupid? It's like at this point they're like, okay, so all the dreams that we've given you, all the insight that you have received from yourself, from others, and you still continue to tell yourself what you want to hear. You're still trying to convince yourself that this person is top notch. Yeah, hold on. Like, you trying to tell yourself that this person is top notch A1 from the day one, and they're not. They're a liar, they're a cheater, they're a manipulator, they're only sticking around for what you can do for them. I feel like I keep picking up on this fucking energy and it's annoying me because I'm tired of hearing this shit, and it feels like somebody's ancestors is tired of talking. And it's like, they must be fucking sick and tired of talking, because it's like, at this point, somebody's just about to learn a very valuable lesson here. Somebody's about to go through a tower moment. Okay, trials and tribulations. Okay, so whatever this is happening right here, this is trials and tribulation, the shadow. This is the moon card. There's some deception going on. You gotta accept what your ancestors is showing you. You may have the ability to see the good in someone, but baby, they operating in darkness. And you have to allow yourself to see that darkness, but you are also operating in darkness as well. So that means someone is operating in darkness as well. So that's probably why you can't accept it. Somebody's third eye is blocked like a motherfucker. Crown chakra blocked like a motherfucker. Somebody vibrating real low. Real fucking low. Somebody gifts ain't really moving the way it's supposed to. A lot going on. There's blockages everywhere. So that's another reason why. That's another reason why. Your ancestors can talk to you every now and again, and you making hear them, but somebody damn sure ain't listening to them. Damn sure ain't listening. Somebody like, nah, I'm just tripping. Oh no, I'm just, yeah. Sooner or later, they ain't gonna be saying a motherfucking thing to somebody. Your ancestors is not gonna be talking to them for a little minute. Still around, still guiding, still protecting. Well, can't receive the guidance if you're not listening. But they still protecting somebody here. Still protection all around you. But for the most part, somebody got themselves caught up into some shit. Okay, somebody got some things that they got you attached. Somebody done attach themselves to a narcissist, a thief. Somebody could have stole from you. Siphoning your energy is significant. Sex magic. Are we done with this message? I kind of want to get tarot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Give me a second. This message was supposed to be short. I swear to God, I only wanted to do like 14, 15 minutes of this, but I'm gonna dig out a little bit more because that's what I feel, and I'm gonna be obedient behind that. Okay, and I feel like that's very significant too. Somebody struggles with being obedient, and if when you struggle with being obedient to God, that means the disobedience is coming from the enemy. So there's a spirit operating in someone right now that is causing them Yeah, trickster spirits, trickster energies. Somebody's operating in a spirit is operating in them right now that's not allowing them to be obedient to God. So a deliverance may be needed, prayer, healing, release, spiritual bath, something. Somebody's spiritual hygiene is not up to par right now, and it's causing a lot of mental conflict, a lot of setback, a lot of delays, a lot of confusion. Let me get some more. Mentor in reverse. It's supposed to be in the reverse, spirit? No, in the upright. Okay. Mentor, teacher, guide. I feel like somebody's ancestors is has been speaking through someone for them, but it's like they're not receiving it, or they don't want to receive it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's very smart though, but they could be playing real dumb right now. Abstinence, purification, and discipline. Yeah, it's time for someone to practice abstinence and purify themselves here, because I feel like there is like an attachment. There's something, you know, when you lay down with dogs you get fleas. So like somebody could be operating in someone else's energy, and it's time for someone to become disciplined in their spiritual journey. It's time for someone to allow themselves to be guided. It's time for someone to learn a fucking lesson here. I feel like somebody keep repeating the same lesson over and over again. And it's time for you to allow yourself. Somebody needs to be disciplined now. Okay, somebody's ancestors is tired of seeing them go through the same shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? This is giving me justice here. Somebody could be self-resisting. There's like they resisting from doing the healing, or somebody could be trying to restrict you from doing something. Someone trying to restrict somebody from healing, from their destiny. Somebody's supposed to be a healer, a guide.